Twin Valley Locker Room Show brings you inside Lady Tiger basketball. The Twin Valley Locker Room Show is powered by Pulse Internet. All your devices, one superior connection. And we're joined by the four Lady Tiger seniors headed into sub-state semifinal play on Thursday night. Let's start with a look at what you guys see in the bracket Thursday night. What have you guys been looking at? Have you had a chance to even look at St. Mary's yet?
We usually like prepare for the game the day before our game, which is today, so we'll learn more about St. Mary's today.
You had a chance to have Council Grove next up. That didn't happen. Were you guys surprised by that?
I wasn't surprised because we didn't play our best game against Council Grove, so I was expecting St. Mary's.
The opening game for you guys, you're expected to win and win big. You do that, but is there a little pressure coming in as the number one seed and trying to get back to state?
I would say there's a little bit of pressure there, but I think everyone's handling it really well. We don't really speak of it, and we just work really hard.
Zoe, I'm going to ask you a question. Before the year began, we were at a career fair, and you came up to me and said, I'm really excited about this year's team. What was it that you saw about the team that had you excited?
I just saw that we have been in the past years. We haven't been as close, but I think this year we've been really close and that we just have a lot of energy and possibility to do something great with this team.
We try not to bring up last year's sub-state final, but I will momentarily. How much did that burn for you guys coming out of last year losing to Marysville to get ready for this year?
It hurt a lot, and it definitely, obviously the Marysville game didn't go this year as we planned, but I don't know. The whole situation was rough, but motivating.
Motivating and focus forward, right, on this year. What is one of the main goals? Is it about making state? Do you have periodic goals through the season?
Our number one goal this season was to just have fun, and so far we've done that because our fun is going out and winning games, and in practice there's always a lot of energy and always a lot of smiles and high fives.
You know, we talk about fun, and when this gal down here on the end gets in a ball game, I see you guys, your energy level goes, I think, higher than when you're on the court. Would you say that's true?
Oh, yeah. I mean, every time we step on the court, we always have energy because we're playing together and it's always fun. And I don't know, I wouldn't want it any differently that way. So,
as you guys get ready for this stretch run and a trip maybe to Hutchinson, which is a new opportunity, new place, what are the thoughts about maybe that being where you go instead of Emporia? Have you thought about that?
I guess I haven't thought about it as much besides like the travel time, and I guess that's about the same. But I guess I just am excited to see what the stadium's like and what crowd we can get there.
What about, is there a playground on the way that you can go to the swing set on? Or?
I don't know. I bet we'll find one if we do, honestly.
For those who don't know, the year they won the state championship, you guys were freshmen, is that right?
Freshmen.
Freshmen, and they had this same routine. Explain it for me. You stopped on the way to playground, right?
Yeah, we stopped at a playground, and then we stopped at a Good Sense, and we had to eat at the same one, and yeah, I don't know. It was just...
Even the same games at the Good Sense, right?
Yes, we bounced the basketball around on the tables, and I ordered the same exact food every time we sat in the same tables. So.
And athletes aren't superstitious, right?
Not at all. Not at all.
So the swing set story, the way it goes, is you guys were staying in Emporia on Friday night, right? Zoe had to come back for something at school. I don't know what that was. And I think what Coach Edwards told me is you called and said, I got your back. Explain what that's all about.
Okay, I had to stay for a concert in here at the high school. So on the day, I was super excited because I was like, oh, we won. And so on the way there, I was like, we got to stop. Dad, we got to stop at this place. So we stopped at the swing set, and I just messed around on it and sent a picture. And I was like, hey, guys, don't worry. We're fine. Everything's good.
That's a great story. And it's also the year that you guys lost in the championship at Heston, or at Hillsboro against Heston, and then flip-flop and won the state tournament. We'd take that trade every year, I think, if we had to make that choice. Okay, we do a thing called Tiger Talk. I think you guys are aware of it. I have 3 questions for you. Could be about basketball, may not be. First question is favorite college or pro basketball player, or if not basketball, athlete?
I I don't really follow a lot of them. I guess the one I know the most about, and I mean, this is just because I ran with her. I just follow Andrea Chestnut a bit just to see how she's doing in cross and everything. So I guess she's who I follow the most.
Perfect. At Emporia State, right? Pittsburgh State. Thank you very much. MIAA, that's right. Addie?
It's
It can be a basketball player or it could be any favorite athlete. Doesn't have to be college or pro.
I'll go with Steph Curry.
Very good. NBA, good.
I'm going to go Hannah Ferguson.
The Terrible Sweet, okay.
I guess if I had to, think of one, I've been watching K-State a lot this year, so Barry Brown, he's impressive, so.
Great choice. Okay. Other than basketball.
Softball for me.
Softball.
Addie?
Track.
Cross country.
I had a feeling that might be the case. Okay, now, you guys don't get to pick your nicknames, and that's unfortunate because you probably aren't happy with them at some times. We've got the Hailstorm, Haley Franson, Hot Hand Hamill, and we got to get that going again as much as it was early in the season. We've got Addie, the Tasmanian Devil Mullet. Now, if you've ever watched the Tasmanian Devil in a cartoon, it's a whirling dervish, and then boom, 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 boom. It's just everywhere. So I think it fits. We've got to get one. Do you guys have one for Zoe?
Elbows.
Yeah. Some with their elbows. They're very sharp.
Sharp elbows. And you guys know this from practice?
Yeah, she definitely uses them to her advantage.
That's awesome. Haley Franson, Aaron Hamill, Addie Mullen, Zoe Auld, the 4 Lady Tiger seniors. Go get them this week, and we'll make plans for Hutchinson, all right? Lady Tiger basketball in a Twin Valley Locker Room Show. Back on the Twin Valley Locker Room Show, joined now by the head coach of the Lady Tigers, Jeff Edwards. Coach, we get a chance to visit every week, sometimes a couple of times or more a week about this team. It's nice to get a chance to get them on camera and get them on the air and let people meet your seniors. I guess let's start with those 4 and what they mean to this program.
I would say, and our coaches would agree, that they're 4 of the most competitive girls I've ever seen step on the floor. They fight for everything that they get, and they hate to lose. And I think sometimes we're very similar in that way because I don't like to lose either. So it's been a great run. I started watching them as 7th graders when I was the 8th grade coach my very first year here, and I knew I had something special there with the core of them. And for all 4 of them to stick through like they did for 4 years and accomplish what they have accomplished, I think that's tremendous.
How impressive was it for this team to come out on the opening game of the Sub-State 3A, to be at home, have Concordia, and all that time off, and to be as sharp as they were in the opening game?
We had worked a lot on us, and we had some things we needed to fine-tune, and sometimes you need that 4 or 5 days or 6 or 7 days or 10 days, whatever we got to work on us. So my hope was that it showed in the game, and I heard a lot of good comments from people that watched, including yourself, and I thought we looked a lot more like a team, a lot more crisp, and those shots seemed to fall, and some people are like, well, it's either they fall or they don't. Well, no, there's a reason they fell. They got inside first, kicked back out, and those are a lot better shots for us. So we focused on that stuff, and I thought they executed great.
I asked the seniors about tomorrow's game, and they said really today is their prep day, so they know a little bit about St. Mary's. They've seen a little bit of film. What's concerns you as you've looked into this team?
They're a scrappy team, and they don't have a player that you can lock down. So there's 5 or 6 girls that average between 6 and 10 points. They're kind of long. They run a run and jump in the full court, which nobody ever tries to press us, which I'm kind of excited for because the girls keep asking, why do we do smoke every day, which is our press breaker, and this is exactly why you do it every day. So hopefully it makes the team look pretty rough. Council Grove did not have a press breaker in it. Ended up giving up 62 points as a result and lost. So I think the press breaker will be big tomorrow. I think matching up with them, we should be able to take it to them on the offensive end.
Coach, I know you got work to do, so go get after it. I really appreciate the time with your seniors and with you.
Thank you very much.
3A Sub-State semifinal Thursday night in Riley County. Tip-off at 6 p.m.